In this video, I'm going to show you how to calculate the area of a bounded region when you're given some equations so that you can use that on your PowerPoint assignment for this week. So the first thing is I give you a couple of equations and then I gave you just some graph paper. So you are going to take your lines and actually graph these different lines. So we know our x-axis is a horizontal line. So I am just going to graph a horizontal line. And I'm going to say that that's my x-axis. You don't have to label them on your assignment. I'm just choosing to so you can figure out what I've graphed. Then I know x equals 1 is a vertical line through the x-axis at 1. So since they don't tell me my y-axis, I'm just going to draw it in to help me out. In the problem that you guys have to do, you have to graph your y-axis, so you don't have to do this step. You also notice that I'm just graphing it in a different color so that I know it's not what I was looking for. Now these two are vertical lines, so x equals 1. It's a vertical line through x is 1. So that's x equals 1. X equals 3 is a vertical line where it's 3, so 1, 2, 3. And then I have my last line, 2x minus y equals negative 1. Now, before I can graph that, I'm going to convert it into slope-intercept form. So I have 2x minus y equals negative 1. I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides, and we get negative y equals negative 2x minus 1. And then I can divide everything by negative 1, and we get y equals 2x plus 1. So when I'm graphing this, I know that my y-intercept is 1, and my slope is 2. So I'm going to go to my graph, I'm going to go to a y-intercept of 1, and then up to over 1, up to over 1, up to over 1. And that is my line. So that is the 2x minus y equals negative 1 line. So remember, we're just going back to our graphing skills from Algebra 1. You might need to go and watch a little video or get a refresher on that. But I remember that my slope is 2 over 1, so that means over 2, or over 1 up 2. So now that I have this graph, I'm looking for the area of the bounded region. So that means the area in between the lines that I graphed. Now, I remember my y-axis was not part of my problem. I just put it there for my own reference. So I'm actually looking at this region right here. And on your homework assignment, I ask you to just call that region A. Now, what shape is region A? Well, region A, I see two parallel lines. It's actually a trapezoid. So I know that my area of a trapezoid formula is 1/2 b1 plus b2 h. If we wanted to make this a little bit easier to see as a trapezoid, you could take your paper and turn it like this. And to figure out what the side lengths are, I'm just counting the units. So in this case, I've got 1, 2, 3, so this side is 3. This is my height is 2, this is a base. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this base is 7. So once I have those values, I can plug them into my formula. So the area is 1/2 3 plus 7 times 2. And if I simplify that, I'm going to get 10 square units. So the couple of things I wanted to clarify here is you're just taking the lines and graphing them so that it looks like whatever those equations are. You might have to convert them into slope-intercept form first to be able to graph it. And then your bounded region is that region in the middle of your lines. And you just have to look at what shape it is. And you might have to turn your paper or like kind of tilt your head to see what the shape of that figure is so you can use the correct formula. The last thing I want to say is you could have done this formula as a rectangle and a triangle and found the area that way. I don't really care if you're doing it as a composite figure or not, as long as you are able to get to that, to our final answer. Thank you.